You're listening to Channel 98.9. This is Silvis, and it's time again for Blue Zones Project Speaker Series. And in the studio with me again is Shannon Wolford. She's the engagement lead for Blue Zones Project Corry. Hi, Shannon.
Good morning.
And our special guest today is Angela Morton. She's the Consortium Director for Recovery is Community NWPA Grant Project. Hi, Angela.
Hi, Brian. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah. We want to talk about the federal grant that's become available.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to let Angela start us off and tell us a little bit about what this grant is, how it's going to benefit individuals here in the Corry community. And then I'll kind of talk a little bit about why Blue Zones Project is in support of this grant project. So, Angela, why don't you explain what that Recovery is Community NWPA Grant Project really is all about?
Okay. Thanks, Shannon. Hemet Health Foundation secured a federal grant through the Rural Communities Opioid Response Program, and we've gathered a consortium of members throughout Venango County and specifically Corry area. So we've partnered with the Corry Blue Zones and with Corry Memorial Hospital and a number of other agencies in the area that we're partnering with to bring prevention education about substance use issues and to increase access to treatment for anybody who's struggling with substance use issues or could be at risk for developing a substance use disorder. And we also want to increase recovery support for people in the Corry area.
Let's break it down a little bit more and talk in a little more specifics about prevention and what that looks like under the grant. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe what you're trying to achieve with prevention?
Sure. So prevention in substance use world is all about increasing protective factors and reducing risk factors. So that's where you and your project come in, because it's being involved with your community, your faith community, your family, with positive peers and healthy activities. Those are all protective factors against substance use. So we'll be doing prevention programming in the summertime. We have a couple of partnerships that we're working on with the Corry Community Center and with the Corry YMCA. Pyramid Healthcare is going to be helping out to provide some prevention education programs for youth this summer. A lot of what we do in preventing substance use involves getting people involved in the community and making healthy decisions.
Right, absolutely. And I think, if you're out there listening and you're like, I don't understand the connection with Blue Zones, it really is quite simple. And I think Angela just kind of brought that home for us. When we talk about prevention services for someone with substance use issues, Blue Zones and their philosophy really aligns with what you're trying to accomplish. I mean, we want to build a healthy community. And so much of what we are trying to do is building healthy connections. So someone who is going through recovery, that's a huge part. People need to have strong, healthy connections. And Blue Zones understands that that's a huge part of well-being. And having access to positive activities, that's what Blue Zones also is all about. We are out there doing walking moais, getting people from different neighborhoods, different work sites to come together and take a walk, get to know one another, build a relationship. We do a lot around food, and we try to promote, eating healthier makes you feel good. And also it's an opportunity, again, to build relationships. So, when we heard about the opportunity to support the HRSA grant, it really just struck a chord with us when we think about how Blue Zones perceives health and well-being. It really is kind of this holistic view of all of the parts that fit together to kind of build that puzzle of what good health and wellness looks like in a community.
We're talking with Shannon Wolford from Blue Zones Project Corry and Angela Morton, Consortium Director for Recovery is Community NWPA Grant Project. So, Angela, what do you want the community to know specifically about this new project? What is available to them?
Well, there are a few things. I always like to start with making sure people know where to get help. So if there's anybody out there struggling with substance use issues, or even you think you might have a problem, or somebody that you care about has an issue with substances, that you can get help at your local county drug and alcohol office, so like Erie County Drug and Alcohol, or you can call the national hotline for substance use, which is 1-800-662-HELP. Anybody who wants to reach Shannon or I, you've probably talked a lot about your website. We have a website as well, and it's www.recoveryisnwpa.org. So that's a place where you can reach any of the trainings that we offer throughout the community and for professionals. And we want people to be able to know that you'll be able to access treatment services, which we hope to bring together and leverage all the things that already exist, to build awareness of the need for overdose prevention, which is so rampant, especially during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. So we want people to have resources like naloxone to prevent overdose, all throughout the community, in homes and businesses. We'd like people to be able to get the help that they need. Mm-hmm. If someone was interested in working with our project, we are looking for a mobile case manager to work in the Corry area with women of childbearing age who may be struggling with or are at risk for substance use, and their families. So if there's somebody who's interested in that, they can help right here in the Corry community.
Okay. If somebody wanted more information, they could get a hold of you, or
it's actually posted on.
You know what? I was just going to say that we will post that again on our Facebook page. So go to BZP Corry on Facebook, and we will share that job description. And that way, you'll have all the details in front of you if you are interested, or if you have someone in your family or someone that that might be a good fit for that position. We would love for you to share that. Also, I would really encourage you to tune into our Facebook page, again, BZP Corry, because we're going to start sharing a lot of information about this grant project as it moves forward. So all of those activities that Angela mentioned, all of the partnerships and the things that they're going to be doing here in the Corry community, you'll be able to learn more about those and find out all of the details on our Facebook page. So make sure you're tuning in regularly to BZP Corry on Facebook, and that's where you'll get all the information on Recovery is Community NWPA Grant Project.
What else are we going to talk about?
Hey, we wanted to let people know to come and see us. We are going to both Blue Zones and the Recovery is Community of NWPA Grant Project will be on hand at the First Fridays event on Friday, May 7th. And the theme of that event is Celebrate Moms. And we thought, what a great way to introduce the project to the community. Let people stop by and meet the folks and get some information. We're going to be downtown, set up from 5 to 7. So come and see us. I think we're right there beside Painted Finch on the sidewalk. I hope it's going to be a beautiful night. So be sure to mark that on your calendar. Friday, May 7th, we'll be around downtown 5 to 7.
Okay, we're looking forward to it. Shannon Wolford from Blue Zones and Angela Morton, Consortium Director for Recovery is Community NWPA Grant Project. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.